Serious. What's a common life pro tip that is actually bad advice? If you enjoy the video, please consider subscribing. Make sure to give my Insta some love. Link in the description. Enjoy. You can't smell vodka. Yes. Yes you can. And you reek of it. I don't even get where that one comes from. Ethanol alone has a very distinct smell. So obviously anything with ethanol in it does. 2. If you mix it with coffee or Coke or anything, and put it in a flask, it can be hard to smell. Most people don't realize that their sweat will smell of it for a while after, and thus they will also smell of it. When I was still pickling myself, it took very little for me to start flop sweating, and I stank. Holy f***. If I could smell it, everyone else could, too. Just be yourself, you're perfect just the way you are, and never let anyone change you. Are double-edged swords preventing many people from growing out of horrid habits or bad personality traits. If a lot of people are telling you to change your behavior, chances are you're gonna f*** up your life if you don't pay attention. Yes, especially the thing about change. People seem to have this idea that change is this bad thing when not changing can lead to stagnation. Sometimes change isn't bad, especially if you learn and become a better person and become more you. We are all perfectly imperfect. If you do what you love, you will never work a day in your life. Many people use this advice thinking they'll be able to easily coast through life and are shocked when they have to face the reality of it being an actual job. When you do something that you love as a career rather than as a hobby, it becomes much more serious and has more responsibilities. Sometimes it can even lead to you hating the thing you used to love. This isn't to discourage anyone who wants to pursue a career in something they enjoy, like a photographer or a chef. If you want to have a career doing something you enjoy, that's great. But you have to go in knowing that it won't be all sunshine and rainbows 100% of the time. There will be difficulties from time to time, and you won't have the same amount of freedom that you used to have when it was just a hobby. As long as you go in knowing that and are willing to adapt and work hard, you'll be fine. There's a joke among academics: if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life because your field isn't hiring. Joke. You should do some math before accepting a raise, because it might put you in the next tax bracket and you actually take home less money. That's not how tax brackets work. Let's say the first tax bracket is $10,000 at 10%. That means you fork over $1,000 to Uncle Sam and take home $9,000. For the sake of simplicity, let's assume the next tax bracket is 20%. You are offered a raise of $500, making your total income $10,500. This does not mean the entire $10,500 is taxed at that 20% rate. That first $10,000 is taxed at 10%. Then the remaining $500 in the next tax bracket is taxed at 20%, which is $100. Out of that $10,500, you fork over $1,100 and take home $9,400. You take home $400 more. Never reject a raise just because it puts you in the next tax bracket. There is no such thing as taking home less money because you are in a higher tax bracket. Edit. This is only about tax brackets. There are still plenty of good reasons to reject a raise. That is benefits cliffs, pay not matching new workload, etc. I'm just here to say that losing money because you get taxed more is not one of them. Because that doesn't exist. That's not how the tax brackets work. Looks don't matter. No matter how confident you are with yourself, it is inevitable that people will judge you based on your appearance. You shouldn't judge a person on their looks. But the fact of the matter is that a lot of people will, and you need to adapt to that. Nor is it an excuse not to care for yourself. Mom. The only people who'll notice are just shallow. Darling, just go brush your hair. I think it would have to be not to take no for an answer. You don't win every time. Agreed. I feel like having someone aggressively refuse a no from me for trivial things alone would be uncomfortable after a while. Without going into too much detail, I had a customer at my small business who wanted special treatment. He went on and on that he needed 1. A totally unique version of our product made just for him, and 2. A major discount because he was an influencer. I told him that I could do one thing or the other, but not both. He got really upset. Not like regular belligerent impatient customer, but like about to cry. He just couldn't walk away or accept a compromise. At the end he was pleading with me, come on man. Let me feel like I had a win. Wow, that's so pathetic, I'm kind of sad now. Congrats, you made it to the end. Here's an awesome deal. If you share this with 5 people, you will have good luck for the next week. Also, please make sure to subscribe for more epic Reddit videos like these. I'll see you very soon.